Okay.
And then
Prove this recording.
live on Facebook. Oh,
I'll mute.
go live. Hi, Anthony. So nice you're here. Yay. Okay, we're just waiting for the Facebook to go live and then we can start. I'm so excited. So nice.
Live.
We're live.
Yeah.
Are we live? Yay, we're live. Okay. So share screen and here we go. Okay, welcome everybody. Thank you so much to all of you who can make it. I'm so excited to see all of you. This is my favorite topic in the whole entire world. So I'm just so excited to have you all here with us, so that we can share our stories and hopefully inspire others who are looking for this. So if you're here, it's because somebody invited you here. You're wanting to know what the business opportunity is. You might be looking to make a little bit of money. Maybe you're looking to make a lot of money. Maybe you're looking to change jobs. Maybe you're looking for a challenge in life. Maybe you're just looking to put food on the table. You know, we have so many different whys that we're here. And so I'm just so happy that you have made it here and that, you know, hopefully something here resonates with you and there's a little takeaway for you. So first off, I want to introduce myself. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Kieve Pauzé. I'm from Montreal, Canada. I'm a jeweler, I'm an artist, I'm a mom of two, I'm a photographer. I am somebody who has always wanted to travel. Like I grew up traveling with my mom. That was my main goal in life, you know. And then I became a mom, so my goal became, you know, spend as much time with my kids before they grow up and don't want to spend time with me anymore. I'm a certified functional nutrition counselor. I got certified because I'm very, very passionate about health and wellness, and I really believe that what we eat and what we absorb is what we become. And I don't think that just about food. I think that about thoughts. I think that about the people we hang out with. I think that about the air we breathe and the information we feed our heads. Okay, like I really think that it's everything around us we become. Okay, so I went and did that as well. I'm somebody who loves to learn. I'm consistently looking to learn more and become better and better and better because I don't like to become stagnant. So my story is I never wanted to have a boss. I never wanted to work for anybody. It's something that for some reason just never resonated with me. I don't like people telling me what to do. And I think there's a lot of people out there that are like me. Like we just don't like being told what to do, right? And that's why for the majority of my adult life, I was self-employed. I am self-employed. I don't want somebody telling me where I have to be at what time. It's just not the way that I work. And so in my 20s, I was a painter. I painted houses, which was really fun, you know, very physical, a lot of physical work, painting walls and doing plaster work and stuff like that. So that was my 20s. I was also a dog walker. And then eventually I became a jeweler. I learned that trade, that scale, and I started making artisanal products, started making maternity keepsakes, wedding rings, engagement rings, name it. You know, I work with silver and gold. And I really started doing that because I wanted to work for myself and I wanted the freedom to travel. And I didn't want to have to call anybody. If my kids were sick, I didn't want to have to call in and say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't come into work today. My kid is sick. Can I have a day off? You know? So that's why I started my jewelry business. That was why. And lo and behold, you know, at some point in life, I was exhausted, I was tired, and my friend introduced me to organic superfoods that I had never heard of and didn't really care for, truthfully, but I wanted to support my friend. So, so I did that. And thankfully I did that. You know, karma is a real thing. Because I wanted to support her, I ended up finding something that really aligned with me. All of a sudden I felt energized, I felt good, I was feeding myself well, and and it was easy. I was a mom with a business, right? It was easy. There's people talking about diets and how to lose weight and deal with eczema and do all these things. And this was easy. It was fast. It was convenient, and it worked. And it worked for me. And so after about 6 months of falling in love with these products, I went to Belize and I met my friends. And I was there with my son. He was 2 at the time, and he's running back and forth, chasing the waves. And I was there, drinking a green juice, these superfoods that my friend had introduced me to that I loved and was already sharing anyway. And the next day, it was February, and the next day I had to go home. I had to go home to Canada. I live in Canada. It's cold in February, and I didn't want to come home, right? And in that moment, my son is playing in the waves. And in that moment, I thought, goodness, I became self-employed so I can do whatever I want with my life, but here I am stranded. I have to go home. It's like, what, like, how is this working out? I became a slave of my own business, right? And in that moment, I thought, I have to go home tomorrow to make my product, package my product, ship my product. Wouldn't it be nice if there was a company that made the product, packaged the product, and shipped the product? And as I'm thinking this, I'm drinking this green juice, and I thought, oh, the answer is in my hand. It couldn't be more obvious. And so from that day forward, I decided I was going to do the business because I knew there was a business opportunity tied to these superfoods that I had fallen in love with. That day was the beginning of everything. And honestly, I make a lot of good decisions in life. Like, I make so many good decisions in life. I don't know if I'm lucky or if I'm smart, whatever it is, I make good decisions in life. And this one was one of the best decisions I have ever made. Okay. We're talking that this was 4 years ago. Okay. This business has allowed me to travel. We spent 5 months on the road last year, traveling through Europe in an RV with my kids, in France, in Portugal, in Spain, in Brazil. And this company pays you every single week. Okay, you get profit shares of the company. It's something that you make money while you sleep. And I'm not saying it has to, that it's replacing my job, because I love what I do, but I'm saying that it makes it easier. Okay, so for anyone here who's watching, even if you're making, $50,000 a year, or even if you're already making a 6-figure income, you're in the right place right now, because everybody, and I quote Eric, who just signed on, okay, everybody needs residual income in their portfolio. Okay, this is the best line I have ever heard. Okay, and so wherever you're at, you can always use residual income. And that's what happened for me. And I'm so grateful I said yes to this opportunity. And now you're thinking, what's the opportunity? What are these superfoods? What are you talking about? Let me show you. Okay. This is a little aperçu of what we're going to go through on the call. So we're going to talk about the company and who we are. We're going to have Brian Heilig and Allison and Jared share their success stories with the business. We're going to show what the products are, which are very important. We also do separate calls just focused on the products. So we're just going to give like a little glimpse into what those are. We're going to go through the compensation plan just so you understand what's available, what the opportunity is, and what you can do with this. Then we'll close the call, we'll stop recording, we'll stop live streaming, and I'll open up to questions and answers for the ones that are here. So the first thing, the company that we're affiliated with is called Purium. Why is it called Purium? As written over here, it's pure plus premium put together, Purium. Okay, we are distributors, we are manufacturers for the most wonderful superfoods on the planet. We're organic. We help regenerate the soils. We are environmentally friendly and sustainable, and we are food. This was a big thing for me. We are food. We're not, we don't make synthetic supplements. and things like that, where you're not going to find us in pharmacies. You're not going to find citric acid in our in our products. You're not going to find, like this is real food. And so we're helping people not just through the business opportunity and the financial opportunity that we offer. We're helping people feel better in their own bodies and eat well, which is beyond finance, is the most important thing in the world. Okay, we're helping people be healthy. Without your health, you have what? Nothing. Okay, so we're helping people on two different causes: our health, our wellness, and then our financial freedom. Okay, that's what I was just saying. We are so involved in environmental restoration and protection of the environment. We are helping small local organic farmers. Okay, we are helping regenerate the soils. Our soils today are completely depleted of nutrients and minerals. Okay, so the food that we're getting is not the same quality food that we were getting 50 years ago. So this company is amazing that we actually do regenerate the soils. We take care of the soil. And that's one of our top priorities, because our children are going to outlive us, and we need this earth, to outlive that. Right? A lot of people say, oh, well, the earth is going to be just fine. Trust me, I've been one of those people. I've watched George Carlin. Okay. The earth's going to be just fine. Great. But what about our children? Okay, so this is a big one for me. We're a company that really pay attention to the environment, and not just because it's fashionable. We've been here for over 30 years. We no longer have plastic packaging. This is my favorite picture. This is Allison and her daughter actually planting one of our packages into the earth, because it is biodegradable. It is compostable within, home compostable within 6 years, right? So this is, I mean, what else can you ask for? We're doing the best to be a sustainable company. This isn't just about having compostable packaging. Imagine how many truckloads it takes and how much fuel it takes to carry empty plastic containers to the manufacturing facilities, right? So we're not just saving on plastic, we're also saving on fuel and transportation. This is a huge thing within our company, and a lot of companies aren't doing this. A lot of the superfoods you're finding on shelves are in plastic bins, and they're this big. It's not just getting rid of plastic, all right? We're also saving on our CO2 emissions, okay? Amazing. I love this picture, Allison. I really do. We are a non-GMO company, of course. We're organic. We are USDA organic approved. We have a certification for the total from the Detox Project. So this is something that's very, very special. We have a specific product. It's our signature product. It's called Biomedic, and it is the first product to have been proven in preclinical trials to remove glyphosate from our gut. Okay, glyphosate has been linked to cancer. It's been linked to so many disasters and diseases, and we're the first company to have that. And it's amazing. So we can start removing glyphosate. Glyphosate was a pesticide used by Monsanto that was patented by Monsanto as well. So this is something that we find not just in our food, we find it in the air that we breathe, in the water that we drink, we find it in our parks, you find it in the grass, we use it to mow lawns. Okay, so glyphosate is really, really dangerous, and we're only starting to talk about it now in the past couple of years. We used to think it was fine, the same way we used to think that tobacco was fine. Now we're finding out the effects of this. So this is why, this company is so unique and so special. So now that we've shared a little bit of the company, I would love, 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 and this is one of my favorite stories in the world, and it gets me in tears every time. I would love it if we can spotlight on Brian. We have Brian who's going to share his story with us, who is now an author. Eat, Poop, and Grow, and I'm sure he'll share what that book is about. I think I need to get myself a copy, and everybody needs to get a copy. So Brian, if you can share with us your business success story, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Hello, everybody. I'm super grateful to be here. I'm sandwiched between the two greats, Kieve, Allison, Jared. It's crazy. And then down below, we've got Eric Mish. So I'm ecstatic. I can't be more happy to be on this call and contributing in any way that I can. Our story is pretty simple, I think, but then there's magic, which we'll get into. So I was one of those guys that could eat anything. Doesn't matter, iron stomach, whatever it is, I'm good to go. until I wasn't. I remember I ate something, and the next day I went to work, and I couldn't sit down because my stomach was so bloated, and I had to stand making phone calls because I literally couldn't sit down. And the scale didn't move, but my pants didn't fit. It was super weird. So what do? You go to the doctor, right? And so I went to the gastro, and they're doing all these things and testing for celiac and all this different stuff. And finally they're like, it's probably just gas. Here, take a pill. I'm like, okay. So I took the pill until the pill started making me feel funny. And then I read the warning labels and like all the other side effects, and I threw it away instantly. Right around that time, I was in a networking group with Eric Mish, and we had gotten on the subject, and he said, I don't care what, where, what time, when, whoever, however, we're getting together. I need to get together with you. So we went to a Starbucks, and he started shaking this green drink for Diana and I in the Starbucks. So I'm like, all right, what is this thing all about? Now, like go way back in time, I remember seeing network marketing when I was 16 years old, and I was mesmerized by the concept. I had never seen anything like it, but I just knew for sure that this is something that has to be, like Eric said, in our portfolio. But I didn't know what a portfolio was at 16. The thing that happened is I was surrounded by incredible people that cared for others, helped people, and happened to be filthy rich. So it was like, at 16 years old, it was just, I got it. But I went through different companies throughout those years and kind of said, no more, I'm done with network marketing. And so I knew right away when Eric was like, yeah, let's take these drinks and let's go. You can build a business. And I was like, no, I just want to feel better. That's it. I can't do another one of these. I think Diana will probably, I won't wake up in the morning if we do another one. But lo and behold, Diana had a very specific goal. She was a professional competitive ballroom dancer, and she was going to get back into competing. And those dresses, she dresses Latin. So I don't know if you ever seen Dancing with the Stars. There's not much dress there. I was like, where's your dress? I don't understand. So she felt like she really needed to get in shape. So her goal was to lose weight. My goal was to feel better. But then the magic happened. You guys have it easy. You're doing 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. We had to do it in 10 days. Forget it. It was intense. But in 10 days, our whole entire world transformed. It was undeniable. My bloating gone. My pants didn't even fit. People think the product's expensive. It's the new wardrobe that you have to get, right? Because you're just like, there's no more bloat, and there's no more pain, and there's no more anything. But about day 7 was when Diana screamed. She was in the bathroom. She's screaming, Brian, come here. And I'm like, what happened? I'm running, And she goes, look. And she went like this with her hair. Prior to this, she had a lot of, it wasn't psoriasis, but it was more than dandruff in her scalp. And she had topical antibiotics, or I forgot what steroids, topical steroids she would put on it, and it would work a little bit. But she was super conscious because, dancing and you got to look all perfect and all that. But day 7 of 10 days, gone, completely gone. Her scalp was perfect. So then we started going, what is this stuff? What is happening to our bodies? I could see better. I could hear better. I remember the radio in the car, you put it on your same volume. You have, whatever it is, 5 or 10 or whatever your number is. And I kept going, man, who is in my car turning up the volume? I don't understand. And I would go to turn it, and it was on 4 or 5. And I'm like, it's so loud. What's happening? My dad did the transformation, same thing, went to the eye doctor, and he's like, what are you doing? Because your eyes are totally different than the last checkup. So it is, day 5 was the magic for me. And then it just went 6, 7, 8, 9. And that's when things really started happening. Now, I don't want to do this business because Diana's going to be upset if I try to do another network marketing company, but I can't help it because people are coming up to me and they're first going, are you okay? Are you all right? Like, is something going on? Because I never got close. And so I would just cinch the belt tighter and tighter, and I would have a vest, and it just kept getting bigger and bigger. So I looked like Big. You see the movie Big at the end when he was wearing the clothes and he shrunk? That's what I looked like. So people thought like I had a real problem. Like, are you okay? Are you on cancer? What's happening? I'm like, no, I feel fantastic. I'm amazing, blah, blah, blah. And then I got new clothes, and it was undeniable. People were like, what are you doing? I don't care what it is. I want it. And I'm like, do you really? Really? I guess. Here's our gift card code. I guess we're, Diane, I had to. She's like, I got 5 people that want to do this thing. I'm like, what? So all of a sudden it turned into, on its own, this insane, rewarding business. And at first, you know, I mean, in our first 30 days, we triple ranked, but you'll find out what that means later. But it was more than just for us. It was more than just paying for the product. It was like pretty soon it was a product and car payment. Pretty soon it was the product and 2 car payments. Pretty soon it was our mortgage as well. And I'm like, what is happening? This is incredible. And the best part of all of it is that people were transforming their lives. I mean, we have so many testimonials of doctors who are asking me, what is this stuff? Because their patient, our friend, he took off all their medication. We're not doctors. We can't promote that it does that. But I'm just telling you our experiences. It was the doctors reaching out to us, asking what it is. And so on and on we went. I worked with Eric, and we just started talking to as many people as we could, listening differently to people when they're like, man, my hands hurt. I could see when people are puffy and inflamed. And I'm just like, so how are things going? You know, how's your diet? And it's just a natural conversation. I don't understand. I've got all this autoimmune stuff and all these different things. And I'm like, look, are you willing? You know, what are you willing to do? Is it going to be something that you're willing to give up certain things, add superfoods to your body? Super easy to do. By the way, I'm having aloe digest right now. And I got the old school. You don't even know about that, Jared. Come on. That's the old school Purium logo. So that was 10 years ago we did this, and we've never looked back. But here's where the magic happened as far as the compensation plan goes. So we worked extremely hard helping people. The more people you help, you know, it's better for everybody. And 3 years into it, I had an opportunity to go to Mexico for a job opportunity. And I went, and part of the other opportunity for the job was to be able to try IVF. We tried IVF. We wanted to have a baby for so long. We weren't having the baby. It wasn't working. It was Diana, not me. I'm just kidding. She'll tell you that story. But Jared, I'm just kidding, man. So listen, it was crazy. We did IVF in the States. It did not work. Devastating. Then we actually became foster parents. We wanted foster to adopt because we didn't know that was even, I didn't know anything about fostering. You know, I thought I knew stuff, but we went through the course, became foster certified. And after the 6-week course, we had an 8-day-old baby, Eva, who they were like, she needs a home. Are you in or out? I'm like, what? I guess we're in. And we would have Eva, remember Eric? We'd have Eva at the healthy happy hours and just helping everybody. And unfortunately, we had to give Eva back in 5 months old, which is devastating. So we were like, we're done. We're not doing babies. We're done. It is what it is. Now, what happened also, meanwhile, is we've been flooding our bodies with the superfood, right? So the opportunity came to go to Mexico. And Diana had researched and found through one of our friends that there's a phenomenal IVF doctor with a huge success rate in Cancun, Mexico. And our friend was his acupuncturist. So Diana's like, look, I'll go if we can give it one more go. And I said, babe, that's all on you. Because guys, we can't handle that IVF stuff. There's shots in your stomach every day. Then the last one at the end, forget it. And so we got pregnant. Incredible. Holy cow. She's pregnant. Amazing. And everything's going good. She was, you know, we're older now. So we're like 41. And so it was like bed rest, and you just basically go to the couch, get something to eat, go back to the couch. Everything's on, you know, high alert, checking blood pressure all the time, you know, blood, everything. And so everything was going great. We got about halfway through, and that's when she developed severe preeclampsia. Her blood pressure shot up. It was not coming down, and they had to deliver the baby to save Diana's life. But we were only at 25 weeks. And so she held on for a few more days. She had to get certain shots for the baby's lungs. And he was born right at 26 weeks in Mexico. So as advanced as the IVF was, we came to find out that the NICU is about 30 years behind. And so they had him in a bed with saran wrap and a heat lamp. You know, there's no incubators or anything like that. And we found this out through other NICU nurses all over the world that saw our story. So, you know, our business that we were building in 3 years into it was the last thing on our minds. The only thing on our mind was saving our baby, right? So we did everything that we could do to do that, and we ended up transporting him to Miami 21 days later, and then he stayed in the NICU in Miami for another 84 days, so 105 days in the NICU. And he'll be 7 years old in July, so thank God for that. And the magic behind the business is what I want to kind of tell you now that you know that story. We had other news at 3 years old. He was diagnosed with ASD. It's very common. It's more common, more prevalent with micropreemies born in 26 weeks. It's like a 30% increased chance of developing ASD, autism. So it's been challenging to say the least. But here's the thing that never stopped. The work that we put in for those 3 years, and I mean, it was a straight 3 years, pedal to the metal, help as many people as we possibly could. The checks never stopped coming. Never. I mean, they're still coming. Never. Every single week, and then a bonus every single month. So you have, what do you have? 52 plus 12, 64 paychecks have come in every single week and month for 7 years. And we have done nothing per se to build our business in the past 7 years. I'm on this call right now because we made a smart goal to put the business now into our world again and to start helping more people now that we kind of have our stuff together. We actually had a second kid naturally after, could you imagine? So we got 2 little rugrats right now, 6 and 4. So it's been a wild ride. But I'm telling you what, from that little drink, that little green drink in Starbucks, to now almost, 11,000 people in our organization, thanks to you all, it's been an absolute incredible. The vision I saw at 16 just proved itself. So and that's it, Kieve. I'm so excited and happy to be here, and I appreciate you even asking me and letting me share.
Brian, it's always such a pleasure to hear you. A pleasure and also an emotional roller coaster every time you share your story with us from the very first time I met you, 4 years ago, where you were just getting out of it even. And so, no, thank you for taking the time to come share your story with us. It's a very touching one, and it's really the proof of the magic of network marketing. And like you, I was introduced to network marketing when I was 15 years old, and I had been looking for a company like this ever since I was 15. I just never found one that had products that really aligned with my values. And so, I saw the value of the opportunity very, very young, and I'm just so happy that I'm just so grateful, and I'm so grateful for you even, and that the checks never stopped coming through that. And also, I want to say, because there's some Canadians on here, Brian's in the States, it's a whole, when it comes to healthcare and all these things, it's a whole different game, right? And so you guys are in a whole different world out there when it comes to anything medically related, right? So I just want to point that out as well. Just having those checks come in, it's one every week, and then a bonus check every month. It's huge. It's huge, the power of what that can do to a family. So thank you, Brian, for sharing your story.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And now we'll have Allison and Jared. Allison is actually my friend's big sister. I met her, I guess it's almost 20 years ago now. I'm 34, so yeah, 20 years ago now since I've met you. And I personally witnessed Allison's journey from nowhere to now to where she is. Allison and Jared are now 6-figure income earners within the company. They did that within the past 5 years. I witnessed them when they were making $0 within the company, because we all got to start somewhere, right? And so please, Allison, Jared, if you can share your story with us.
Thank you so much, Kieve, and thanks, Brian. And I'm grateful to be a part of those checks coming in. You know, it feels so good to help people in our upline knowing what they're going through and that we can be contributing to their support. It's just like the best feeling. And, you know, and Eric is on here too, another one of our mentors that is just, thank you so much, Eric. I thank you every single day for believing in me and for seeing something in me that I didn't see in myself. Like I started this business, well, much like everyone, basically, we started as customers, most people. So I started it with, my goals were, I had eczema and mental health issues. I had IBS. I was on medications for a really long time that I really wanted to get off of. Not that I was, you know, no one told me you're going to get off your medications, but I had this belief that I knew about the gut-brain connection. And so, I knew that I just had an awakening that we can heal ourselves, you know, and that's when this came into my life. So the foods, like just 6 days in, I was like, I need to start sharing this. It was doing wonders, like miracles were happening in my health, because Jared hadn't yet started, but he witnessed it. And I had to start. Jared was my first customer because he started to want my green juice and stuff. And I was like, why don't you order your own? And that was really, so I got my gift code really for humble, I just thought I'll share with a few friends and family and have my superfoods paid for every month. That would be literally, that was my only goal with this when I started. And then I didn't know what was possible because I had never been in network marketing before. And I didn't even know Eric at that time when I first started. I didn't know anyone who was successful. I really didn't know. So what was great was coming to these calls and hearing other people that were successful. And I saw people I related with. And it gave, that was definitely a huge motivator. Like, wow, there's so many like this whole company is filled with the most heart-centered, down to earth, like so just relatable people. Like it was not these, I guess I had maybe a preconception like what success looks like and who you have to be and shoulder pads. And I don't know why I was like, I can't be a success. But then seeing people that I was really I felt kindred with, it was really inspiring. And then meeting Eric, reaching down and giving us support. He believed in me definitely before I believed in myself, and really mentored us, and the Purium, like, just coming to those calls was really what all people need, because we have all this training built in. Like I had no experience at all with any of this stuff. So I had to learn it all on the go. I wanted to help as many people as possible, that I knew. I wanted to help people what I had achieved in my health, because I just, once you see what's possible for yourself, like Brian was saying, you look around, you see people differently, you're listening differently. And, very one at a time, after I start seeing other people's results, it really kept motivating me to keep on sharing it more and more. And that's when really I got clear on, I need to be successful in this, because I need to show people like myself, who, by the way, I struggled tremendously with learning disabilities. So you can imagine that carried over into my adult life. I had no confidence in myself. Like I really I never believed I could be successful. So I really needed to show people that they can be successful. Like I took that upon myself as my own personal, contract with myself. I'm going to go to the top of this pay plan because I need to show people what's possible. And there's no other company I could have aligned myself. I could never have gotten behind something that didn't align on all my values. So it felt so good for me to be able to share something organically that was already just my heart to share. If there wasn't a compensation plan around this company, I would be sharing it just as much. Like I just, so Jared had a, go ahead.
Customer number one, right?
My customer number one. Yeah.
It was incredible. Like the food and the opportunity are very similar in that it kind of changes you from the inside. So before this came into my life, I was I was into kind of quick fixes. If I had a headache, I would take an Advil. If I was feeling wheezy, I would take a hit off the inhaler. And that kind of quick fix was also how I applied my work ethic. I knew I need to make some money, so I'll take this gig. I'll make a few $1,000, or I need to get a job. And it's just like very binary, transactionary thing happening. So coming into Purium opportunity, total disbeliever. I thought it was just like, the way people think of MLMs are all scams and stuff like that. That was how I came in, honestly. And when the food started to do its work, having a profound gut transformation like that, when you absorb nutrients properly, then your cravings change, and your mental health improves. And what happened was I lost 30 pounds in 2 months, and dad bod, sayonara, arrivederci, forever, permanently. It wasn't like a diet thing where it comes right back in a couple months, it's gone. My asthma's gone, my allergies are gone. So as soon as we realized how profound this food was, we had to get it to everybody we knew. And we're just so happy that like there's something like Purium's comp plan where the business opportunity itself was really unique and had so many perks. Like you don't have to keep inventory. You get paid 5 times a month. A diamond rank, you're in the profit sharing, which is like having shares of a company. I never had that in my entire life. I was committing hours and hours of my life to companies, and I never got a piece of what the company makes. It was just this transaction.
Also, I want to touch on because both of us were in creatives. I was in fashion, Jared was a film editor, and having to work for someone else is just so uninspiring. And I know Kieve is why I like shared it with Kieve, my first friend, that I was like, you need to do this, because artists, I really believe this is such a vehicle for artists to focus on their art, but also have so much fun expressing these superfoods bring out so much creativity in us. So we get to have so much fun. Like you were always having to work for someone else. And then it's like, now we get to,
it's really fun, and inspiring other people to be creative and market it. Purium just entrusts us to market it. They don't spend any money on themselves on marketing. They just give it all to their distributors, their customers. It all comes right back to us. So it's this really profound, because we tried businesses. Allison and I, we had our own home businesses, and our
freelancing.
we had a whole room in our house just filled with inventory. We're just stressing us out. We freelancing in the gig economy, chasing paychecks. It was stressful, and we're further and further from our kids. And I think right before Purium really took off for us, I was at a full-time job making 6 figures with health benefits. It was cushy, safe, predictable. It's what most people aspire to or just want from life. But that in of itself, to just rely on that one income source, was very risky. So people don't understand how to do a risk assessment when it comes to their future. And we knew, like Eric shared with us, that residual income is the ticket. You have to create passive residual income if you want to be wealthy. It's the way it goes. So we're just glad we got in when we did. It's the sooner the better, right? So that's it.
Thanks,
Kieve.
Kieve.
Thank you, Brian.
Oh, thank you guys so much. I'm so grateful for you sharing your story. I'm so grateful for you sharing the superfoods with me. It's definitely something I would have never leaned towards without somebody pointing at the package and telling me, read the ingredients, and then me being like, oh, okay, it's food, cool. And so you guys have touched on so many different topics of this. Thank you so much, so much. I'm so grateful. So if you're wondering, what are the products, what are the products of the company? This is our main package that we share with people. We're not going to get into it now. If you want to know more about this, I will have a call in 2 weeks from now on Thursday, and I can send you the link. And we go through all of this, but these are the foods that we're sharing with people. So we've got, the Power Shake, which is the equivalent of having 12 organic microgreen salads. The Apothecary, which is 100% tart cherry extract. It's amazing, really good for you to produce your own melatonin. I take it with de l'eau pétillante, bubbly water. Bubbly water with my kids before going to sleep. We've got a parasite cleanse, which is made with all these amazing herbs. So this is what we're doing. This is what we're sharing. This is what we're taking every day. It helps to eliminate glyphosate. It helps with energy levels. It helps with losing weight or gaining weight, because it helps you rebalance your body. So anyways, there's a lot to talk about here. But this is what, this was dipping our toes in for the first time. It was thanks to this. Okay. We don't just have the ULT, the ultimate lifestyle transformation, as we call it. We also have a variety of different products. So whatever works with, we're all very different, right? So we have so many different products, all organic, nutrient dense whole foods, that we can share. So it's not, you're not just limited to the ULT. You've got a variety of products that are all just as amazing. It's great to try all of them, honestly. They're wonderful. They're very high quality ingredients. I know we hear that about like every single business in the world and every product in the world, but like these are the only ones I'm sold to. So oh, here's a little before and after pictures of Jared and Allison as they were talking. So this was Jared before with Rhea, and then him after, which is great. This is how I knew Jared. And Allison I knew way before this picture, so that doesn't count. But so here we go. We can see a little bit of the difference between them. And then why start your Purium business? If you haven't caught on yet, it's because it's amazing. It's fantastic. We help, we're artists. We also have Eric here, who was a Fortune, who had a corporate job with a Fortune 200 company and was able to leave that company. You were helping naturopaths, Ayurvedic consultants. We're helping, we're helping artists. We're helping people, realtors. We have realtors. We have teachers. This business fits in with anybody. It meets you where you're at. Okay. And if you're ready for it, it's there waiting for you. You just need that grit, that determination, right? So why start your Purium business? Well, first thing, because you can make your own hours. You can work at any time you want. That's a huge thing. People often think that they're going to come into network marketing and they're not going to do a thing and they're going to get rich quick. This is not it. Okay. That's the first thing I want to say. It's not a get rich quick scheme. It's not that. Okay, it's still work, but you get to make your own hours. You get to work from anywhere in the world, which is huge. A lot of people can't do that. Now, I know we have remote working, but you get to work from home. Allison and Jared have worked from Belize, from Thailand, from California. What am I missing? Like from everywhere, from BC. It's huge. You can do that from anywhere in the world. You choose your own life, and that's what's so important, is that we're choosing our own lives and we're having nobody else dictate what our life should look like. Okay, something that's special within the company is that we do offer $50 gift cards. So to all our new customers, they get a $50 gift card or a 25% off gift card, depending. This is amazing. This is singular to Purium. We have sophisticated automated, okay. We have everything incorporated into an app, so you can work from your phone anywhere in the world. You just need your phone and Wi-Fi. And you know what? Even at that, you barely even need that. What you need is just people. And guess what? You can find people all over the world. All over the world. Okay. There are no franchise fees. That's a huge thing. It's a very small investment. And I'm telling you, as a business owner, oh my goodness, the expenses that go into owning your own business is insane. It's insane. So here, there are no franchise fees. It's a low investment cost. Okay, it's a low risk. When I do my income every year and I see the income coming from my jewelry business and the income coming from Purium, and then I just lost my word. And then I go through all the expenses that I spend on my business. This is a no-brainer. Purium is a no-brainer because you don't have all these extra fees of owning your business, but you still own your own business and you still get to deduct expenses for tax purposes for your business. So this is amazing. And we have equal opportunity. So anybody, anywhere, I'm a university dropout. I have a year left to graduate. And I was like, I'm done with this, and so anyone, anywhere can do it. Anyone, anywhere can do this. Okay. It's an amazing opportunity. I want to get down to the compensation plan, how it works very, very quickly, because it's a whole thing. You get 20% commissions on all the sales that you make. You get an extra $50 bonus for every $1,000 range of sales that you make. You have the opportunity to to win. It's not winning. You have the opportunity of making $3,500 in fast start bonuses. I can't see what Allison is writing, but I'm sure she's saying like it is winning. Yeah, yeah, it is winning actually. You get the weekly and monthly paycheck. So you get paid 5 times a month. We get paid 5 times a month, once a week, and then the monthly bonus check, which is awesome. Allison affirms. And you have different bonus opportunities. This is just the basic, right? You get paid on 4 levels of customers. Anyone here who wants to throw the argument of pyramid scheme, come at me, just bring it. This is the furthest thing from a pyramid scheme in the world. This is the most ethical business compensation plan I have ever seen in my life. When you start seeing people that you have introduced this business to making more money than you're like, okay, that's it. That's all I have to say. So, about the pyramid scheme thing, because I know it always comes up in network marketing discussions. And bring it. It's great. So yes, you get paid up to 4 levels on customer orders and up to 10 levels on brand partner orders. And then there's a whole bunch of other affinity bonuses and stuff. It's amazing. It's really, really fun. And it's kind of like a game. I see it as a game, and I'm winning. And Eric is winning, and Brian is winning, and Allison is winning, and a lot of us are winning, and you can win too. To give you an idea of average annual Purium earnings, this was the average annual earnings in 2021, I believe. So just to give you an idea, we have Allison and Jared here who are a 2-star crown. So this is the equivalent of having multiple full-time streams of income. Okay, so even if you're just making 1 full-time income, imagine you can be making more through making residual income. Okay, I'm somewhere along over here. Brian, I'm not even sure where you are, but I know you're up there somewhere.
Yeah, diamond. I'm at the diamond level, rank wise. Volume, like crown.
There you go, crown level. He's got crown level volume. He's at diamond rank, so you can kind of figure out where he's at. And this is all in US dollars. Wink, wink at Canadians. This is all in US dollars. Okay. We're not actually allowed to disclose how much money we make. So this chart actually gives you a really good idea of what's possible. The fast start bonuses, I mentioned that there's the opportunity to win $3,500 in bonuses when you start within the first 4 months. This is what you need. Whoever brought you here, if you're interested in starting, the person who brought you here will be able to clarify what all these numbers mean and what that means and what that entails. This is amazing. We have matching bonuses for this too. So when we help somebody achieve these bonuses, we also get compensated with those bonuses. So this company is really made for us to be helping others. If you don't help others, we don't win. If you don't win, I don't win. If you don't succeed, I don't succeed. So this is also what's beautiful about this opportunity, is that it's really set up so that we help each other. Okay. And that's about it for today, because otherwise I'm going to explode all of your brains. So reach out to the person who brought you here, who invited you here tonight. They're going to be more than happy to answer questions. Allison, Jared, I'm here. Eric is here. We're all here to support one another and to really start making changes in the ways that we live our lives, because I truly believe that when we live a life of passion, we set the example for others to do the same. And when we live passionately and in gratitude and in happiness, that's how we make a world a better place. And we know that more than ever, that today the world needs us to shine our light that way, right? So please reach out. This is a great opportunity that nobody should be missing out on. Absolutely nobody should be missing out on this. And yeah, I will stop the recording and I will open it to questions and answers if anybody has questions and answers. And thank you all who are watching, everyone who's on Facebook, everyone who's watching the replay. Thank you so, so much. And I hope that you learned something here today and that you're inspired to really live your life, because as we know, it's very short. So thank you. I don't know how to stop the live stream. Oh, there you go. Stop.
Thank you, Kieve. Great.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you so much. Does anybody have questions, or otherwise you know what? You can just reach out to me Allison, to Brian, to whoever invited you here, you know. And thank you so much. Thank you all for coming.
Thanks. Thank you so much.
Great job, everyone.
Yeah, Diana.
Thanks again. Bye,
Thank
guys.
you.
Bye, good night. Bye,
you.
everyone.
Bye, Erica.
Bye, bye.
Bye,
Amy.
Anthony.
Bye,
Thank you,
Allison.
Anthony.
Bye.
Thanks,
I'll see you
Jen.
soon.
Thanks, Wendy and Lori. Thanks for coming. Am I missing someone? Anthony, he's in his car. Hi. Oh, it's so nice. Thank you, Brian. Thank you for coming.
My pleasure. Thank you for having me. Bye.
Bye. Oops, no, don't report.